Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all well as usual. So I'm on to start embellishing this little pianola roll envelope that we created in the last video. And I'd like to get some colour on it. As with the journal, I'm mainly using tea-dyed papers and browns and that. And because I'm using a lot of the pianola paper, I thought it might get a bit sort of mundane. So I thought it'd be good to add bits of colour here and there. Well, by colour I mean more brown or green maybe. I might do some green on this. And maybe add a picture of a bird or something. I think that'll go really nicely. So I've been experimenting a little bit lately with my Distress Oxide sprays that I grabbed from Auntie Vera. So I'm thinking of giving them a go with this. Just looking at this, it looks weird because it looks like it's brown up the top and green down the bottom. That's probably why you shake it, Nat. Anyway, this one is old paper and I have bundled sage. So I'm debating what colours I want to use, and then I've got gathered twigs as well. What I might do is just grab a little spare bit of my pianola paper and just see what the colours look like on it first, do a bit of a tester. So I'll shake two at the same time. It's good exercise, this. All right. So let's see what the old paper's like. Don't think I've used this one yet. No, it doesn't look like it. Now, I want to just add a little bit of water and see what I think. If I can find my water spray. That's really odd. Hang on, it might have... Yeah, it's fallen down in there. This in there. Well, that's quite a nice colour, that is. Now I'm thinking also getting some spare paper to wipe extra bits on, or maybe a book page even. I might just grab a book page that I can wipe extra bits off onto. So don't waste it. He's going a bit brown in some spots there. Probably doesn't need the water, I'm thinking. Yeah, probably better without. All right, I'm just going to put some of the other green down because I just want to see how it looks in comparison. Colour-wise, so I know which one. I think I like the paper one. What is it? Old paper. For this project. Now, I'm going to have to, because it's quite glossy, this pianola paper, so it's going to take a bit of time to dry. I think it'll be all right though. So I'll give it a go. So what I might do is get down some of my gathered twigs as well, and we'll try a bit of both. And that spreads out nicely. You can tell I'm a newbie with this stuff. So I might just try getting a little bit on there. And so I've got both colours there. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Get so excited about these things. Now I'll get some over this side. Look at that. Love it. You can see myself using these sprays a whole lot. All right, I think that's quite nice for that side. I might just get a bit of green on that top bit. And then, shall we get some? Let's just go for it. some on the inside there since I've already messed it up a bit. Now we need to spread that out a bit, I think. Yeah, that's a bit better. Get it running down the bottom a bit, if we can. Just want to grab my paper. Just get some of the excess off there. So now I'm going to have to let that dry before we go on doing any more of the embellishing. So I will wipe up, I might just stick it over the top of my bottle to dry. And I'm going to use my paper here to soak up all the bits. And then I can use this to make a tag or something in the future. Or just alter the page. That looks so cool. Let that one dry. Now I'm just going to add a bit of water. See if we can mop up some more of this. Put that to the side, and I think I'll grab a wet wipe to do the rest with, and then I will keep the wet wipe too and get some more colour onto that in the future, and then we'll be able to use that. Okay, so I've let my envelope dry. I think it's dry enough. Isn't that cool? Oop, there's the lid to my spray. So I really like how that's come out. Bit of colour on there. And I have fussy cut this little bird out of a bird book. Thinking maybe I'll put him on the back. But another thing I want to do is possibly make a little stamp to go on here as well. So I might have a look at that next. So I have this. So maybe these size stamps might be nice for an envelope of that size. So I've got that. And then I was thinking of, might use some of this, and I could even use some of the book pages that we've sprayed or wiped up some of our spray with. So let me just punch a couple of bits of this out anyway, because what I don't use now I can use for a different project sometime. It's always good to have options. And I do want to try, I mean, this stuff would be awful to use a punch on probably, but I'll try anything once. It cuts all right. It's just nice to have some options, and what I don't use will go in my little pots for use in the future. Just cut this down a little bit. Plugged my light in, completely forgot to switch it on. That might be a bit better. So we've got all of these. Now get some of this ready. Whether I'll use it or not, I do not know. I have got, I might do 2 lots of this as well. So I'm just going to cut some like that, and I'll cut some with pinking shears. So indecisive. Let's put that away. Now, if I do end up using this piece, I want to fray it nicely. Got the heater going. The weather doesn't know what it's doing in South Australia lately. Warm, cold, can't get used to it. Rapt that daylight savings has started though, because it gives me more time in the afternoons to get out in the garden when I'm able. Keep all those fibres. Alright, so what are we going to do with all of this? Now, put that over there. I have some birds in here. I think I used the scan and cut to cut these ones out. So they need a bit of fixing, but there's a couple of really little ones in here, which are almost a perfect size for my little stamps. I'm pretty sure they came out of my Australian bird book. It's hard to see what they are to know, but I'm going to use them anyway. I can't shut my little thing. There we go. Alright, so now we've got to figure out how we want to layer these up. So what I like to do is cut out 2 stamps. Now we can either put the bird just on like that and then put it on my envelope. See, that looks quite nice. Needs a bit of inking. And the other thing I can do, might use this one, is cut. I like to cut the 2 and then cut the edges off of one, and then you know it's going to fit quite nicely on the top of the other piece. You will understand what I'm saying afterwards, since I can't express myself very well at the moment. So if you want to use this piece as a background, and then that piece on top, and then the birdie on top of that, and that piece fits quite nicely, because I'm forever like punching or die cutting stamp shapes, and then I want to put another bit of paper on there and I freestyle cut it or whatever, and it, you know, they're always all different sizes, so I like to do it that way. So that's my other way, using some of the Pianola paper. Definitely needs the material behind it on the envelope. And I like the frayed material the most. Just trying to figure out how I want my stamps. And the other thing we can do is the other way, where we have our book page on the top of the Pianola paper. Then you won't see the holes in the Pianola paper, so it's sort of pointless me getting a piece that had the holes in it. And that would make it like that. Well, I like both of those. Got my little bird there, must not lose him. So I think I'll make 2 stamps. Make one with that and one like that. So I will definitely ink, they're so little though, the birds, ink around the edges of our birds and our stamp pieces. Right, now we want to stick our little birds on, so I'll just use my fine tip glue for that. tweezers. I should learn to use them. So we'll just put him on down here, I reckon. Sticking to my finger. Now, stick this piece on. Pick up a little birdie. And my favourite things, those little bird books that you get. Can't remember what they're called, like field guides. Stick him on there. Now, they're so tiny. It's stuck to my desk now. Don't know how that happened. The next thing I want to do with those is, there's not much room, but I had forgotten I wanted to put a number stamp on them so they look like stamps. So I found this printing kit. I've got two such things like this. They're a little annoying, but they're cool because they're customizable. They're a bit fiddly. Now I think, oh, this one's got big numbers. I'm thinking it's got little numbers. Just grab the other one, see if the other one's got littler numbers. Yes, the other one has littler numbers. So I got, both of these came from second-hand shops here. This is a build your own business stamp. It was $5. I didn't want to pay that, but I'm so glad I did because, geez, these are handy. I do use these bigger ones too because you've got all the numbers, so you can use them for your stamp amounts. And then it's got the letters and that as well. But yeah, you've got to put them together each time, which I find frustrating. This one's extra frustrating. Oh, oh. Just flipped it up and it's got some letters in there and it's the name of my dog. Who many of you would know crossed the Rainbow Bridge at the start of this year, well, in March. There's always little reminders of them, like fur on my clothes, although I'm starting to not find so many now, which is nice. Whoops. So yes, as you can see, this one is rather fiddly. So, oh, does it have numbers? Almost need my glasses for this. It does have numbers. Let's go. Does it have a cent sign? Oh, I wouldn't be able to read it if it did. I've got a 5 there. I might use a 5. And maybe just a 5. The only thing is it's going to be really hard. Maybe we can just hold it with the tweezers and stamp it. Might have to trial that because it's a bit ridiculous to put it in that thing to stamp. I'll never get it where I want it. So we'll do a practice stamp here. So do we want black or do we want brown for this? We probably want black for this. All right, good luck to me with this. Make sure it's up the right way. Trying to get some ink on it. Oh, this sort of works. It'll do. Let's give it a go. I think I'm squeezing it a bit too hard or something. You can all laugh at me trying to attempt this. It fit over there good, but I sort of really anal about wanting it where it should be. But we'll put it there and I'll get over myself. Oh, you can only just see it. I probably should have done 25. I can always do a 2 over the top afterwards. All right, might get a 2 out and do a 2 as well. I think we'll notice that a bit better. So it's just my Kaisercraft script. Just want to do a partial stamp of a couple of lines. So something like this should do. And right about here. There we go, that looks all right. Give that a quick wipe off. And then we want to decide which of our little birdie stamps we like. That one looks cool. That one looks cool too, but I actually think I like this one better. So I'm just going to give him another bit more ink. Get some glue on here. I need to do some mass making of this sort of thing. I really like the way these have turned out, so might be worth me doing a big mass making session sometime with another roll of pianola paper and just making a whole pile of envelopes and little mini stamps for them, because I do love it. And use my Oxide sprays because I just love that effect. Absolutely beautiful. So let's stick this on now. Oops, open it might help. I'm so brain dead. Not enough oxygen to my brain, that's my excuse. Us women could probably all say that because we talk so much. Sometimes my filter needs a good check. It just comes out. All right. Oh, that's nice and scrappy, I like that. Okay, so now decide on what we're going to do with our bird. So we can either stick him, he does look quite nice there, or we can put him on the back. Before I forget, I'll take him off for a minute. I want to do got this on eBay. It has your little postmark stamps, and what I really like is that they're tiny, so I think they'll go on this one quite nicely as well. So we might use this one and that one. A stamp block. Now I think we'll keep them brown and do them again with the archival. Going to stamp this and see which way's up. Not that it really matters. Oh yeah, that's up, I think. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Put that there. Nice. I'll grab my little cancellation stamp. Over there a bit. Now, what I do know is that we need to ink this bird. Just watching Wendy Mason before make this little fold out sort of hidden journaling spot thingamajiggy. Now she was looking for big text pages and I thought, oh, you know, I've got all these books, I'll be able to grab her some. Do you know how hard it is to find like A4 above sized pages that just have text? Anyway, I grabbed what I could and sent them off to her. I thought she might be collaging with them or something, but no, she's making these gorgeous little, they look really cool and they fold down into these little spots that you could use like floating pockets on your pages or whatever, and then unfold them and you've got all this writing space. So I must give them a go. Now I know what she wanted all the pages for, which is cool. So I will link her down below so you can go check out yourself, because I think that'd be good fun to make. Maybe we'll put him over that side. He sort of naturally looks like he wants to be over that side. So we have fibre. This is that stuff that's wrapped together. Chop a bit of this eyelash trim off. See if we can incorporate that in some. Oh, and we have our little, these little bits too. I always think I'd like them better. We could do a bit of both. Oh, I like it all. I'm so bad with my decisions at the moment. I think I'll cut that in half. Something like that would be all right. I don't know why I was thinking my bird's going to go there. I'll cut his tail off. He's going to go over there. What am I doing? Looks like he's pooping out a whole lot of fibre there. I'll try and clean up my mess a bit. It's not too bad. All right, let's get this right this time. See, there I am talking too much and lack of oxygen to the brain again. It still looks like it's coming out of his bum. It's one of those days. Maybe if we put some more, just stick a whole lot there until we know it's. That's not too bad actually. I might run with that. Good, aren't I? It still looks like it's coming out of his bum. I suppose it depends what sort of angle I put him on too, but he sort of has to go on that angle. Let's move some of this over that way. Get this stuff off my finger. That's a bit better if we have some over there. Just needs to stick there a bit. Let's get our bird down. Just do it. I like that. That's not too bad. Could have been much worse. Might just trim these though. Yeah. That's not too bad. It's not all coming out of his bum now. Bottom, I should say. Excuse my slang. So that is the back of our envelope. Could do with maybe some stamping there, maybe some more text or something. Yeah, maybe some text, I might do that. It's not going to hurt. Text stamp, there it is. Just real light. That'll do, I reckon. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, so I think that's a wrap on my envelope. I really like the colours in that. I love the Oxide sprays. You know, I've done that before with ink. I've only tried it once before for an Auntie Vera project with the Oxide sprays, and I am going to be doing it heaps more. Just love it. When it dries, they look so cool. They do look like rust. So, and I love our little stamp. That's worked out really nice. A great way to use those teeny tiny little birds in my stamp punch. So that's going to go nicely in there somewhere. Don't ask me where. Might go on this, over the top of that one. It could go on the side even. Got these two beautiful pockets to go with now. So that was fun making that. I'll do a whole heap more in the future with the Pianola paper, I reckon. So I hope that gave you some ideas, and I will see you again soon. Bye.